Hi besties, so today I just wanted to do a quick little video showcasing 5 tips before you buy Fae Farm. Fae Farm will be out on Friday, September 8th, so that is just a couple of days from now, but I did want to, I know a couple of individuals are kind of waiting to see, some more gameplay, or they're waiting to see some more tips, or like, videos like these, like before you buy. So I just wanted to, help a couple of you in your journey of Fae Farm if you do decide to play this cute little cozy game. So I would say that the first tip that I would do would be to make a Phoenix Lab account if you want to play with friends. And how you're going to do that is you're going to come to this screen, and of course it's going to have like new game here. It's not going to have like play game or anything like that there. So you want to go down to Phoenix Lab Friends, and then it's going to open a browser for you. And then here you're going to see, you're going to go through the process here of setting up a Phoenix Labs account. And why this is important is so that you can play online with others. And you will need a Phoenix Labs account whether you have a Switch, whether you are playing on Switch or whether you are playing on PC, you will need this Phoenix Labs account. So that would be the number one thing that I would definitely say that you want to start off by doing if you do decide that you want to play with friends. And again, you can always do this later. You don't have to do this right off the bat. Like if you're just wanting to explore your first playthrough for yourself, or you're not really wanting to play with friends right away, you can always go ahead and do this later on. But I will let you guys know that this is required in order to find your friends, whether you are on Switch or PC. So I am back with tip number two. And my tip number two is going to be to decide what platform you are wanting to play on. So the Steam has two versions and the Switch has one. So for Steam, it's going to be either $39.99 for the regular, or it is going to be $59.99 for the deluxe. And the deluxe comes with the cozy cabin pack, and the $39.99 version does not. So you want to be aware of that. Also, the $59.99 version comes with two DLC packs that will be um, in the game. They said that they're going to be delivering that between December of this year and June of next year. So you definitely want to be sure that you are, you know, making sure that you are knowing which version you want to get. And also remember, I have seen like a lot of back and forth between the Steam and the PC version. So I just wanted to, I'm sorry, the Steam and the Switch version. And I just wanted to, make everyone aware that even though there are two different versions on Steam and one version on Switch, just be aware that the Switch version would automatically come with the DLC packs because there is only one version. And as well, when it comes to gameplay, remember that the game was originally meant for Switch, and then they decided to come out with it on PC as well. So we just know that this game is going to be cozy. It's going to be, just a great game for the Switch. So don't, be weary or afraid to buy the Switch version because you think that it's not going to play as well. Because I have seen gameplay of it and it plays very well. So I would say that's tip number two. It's just decide what platform you wanted to play on. It's totally going to be up to you. And my third tip is going to be to think about your farm name and homestead name. So, because this can definitely be overwhelming when you first get into the game. So, enter your world name is going to be like the name that you will see up at the top. It'll be like up at the top right hand corner when you're, going into the game, things of that nature. So, this is going to be, something that you want to think about. But also, when you get more into the game, the mayor, she does ask you to enter like a homestead name, and that is the name of your actual like home. And I don't want to spoil anything. I'm just gonna say that there is naming of a home and things of that nature. So you do want to make sure that like you are ready for that. So yeah, so here you would just put in whatever you want to put in here. But as you can see here, like I have Valaris, which is a home, which is the world name, and I have Dasaru, which is a home name. um world name again. So you just want to be sure that you are you know prepared for that because it can get a little bit, I would say, overwhelming. So I can show you what I mean. So if you go here to like, just go to play game, and we're just gonna do Valaris. So you see here up at the top it says Valaris, and then it says Cozy Girl Step, which that name is taken from my Steam name, so it will change if I do make a Phoenix Labs account. It will change to whatever I make that Phoenix Labs account. So yeah, so then this is my world, and then of course if you go in your house, and later you can change your homestead name. So if I hit Y for home options, I can rename my home. And again, you can see on here, I just have a name homestead because I didn't I don't know why it says inappropriate if that's already the name of it. But yeah, so you can change your home name, and I'm not going to spoil anything here. You can look at that yourself to see some of the other things there. But yeah, so I would say that that is tip number three. Just think about your farm name or world name, and also your homestead name that you would like it to be, because that can be a little bit overwhelming and it's a lot of thinking when it comes to that. So yeah, before you buy, I would just say think about those things and see, you know, what you would like to name your little, you know, cozy area, what you would like to name it. So yeah, that is tip number three. So tip number four is, I will say, is to know how multiplayer works in the game. So it's like Stardew Valley, and if you're not familiar with Stardew, so in Stardew Valley, you do have to create a character for every world that you want to enter or farm that you want to enter. So say for instance, say if Holly here, if she had a farm that she wanted to invite me to, I would have to basically create a whole new character in order to, enter her world or farm, if, whatever she decides to call it. So basically, you would like go through the process, and and that would be for every single person that you want to um, you know, for every single person that you want to play with, you would have to create a new character for their world. And I know for some people, they say that's a little bit of a drawback for them because they didn't like how the Stardew Valley type things work. But honestly, for me, it's not that big of a deal because I feel like you can create a different character. Because, say, if in a world, you and your friends are like, oh, we want to pretend like we're in this kind of fairy world. We want to look a little bit more this way. So I feel like it gives you a little bit more freedom to, kind of, go along with your friend's world. They're like, hey, let's create a world where we look like this and we run around and we fly and all these things. So I think that it does not bother me, but I know for some, they don't realize that it will work like Stardew Valley, and you will have to create a, you know, new character, and that may make some people, you know, sad. But I completely understand that, but I just think that as well that it will just give a little bit more freedom. So that would be tip number four, is going to just make sure that you know that for each farm that you visit, you will have to create a new character for that area. And besties, we are on to the last tip, which is tip number five. And I'm just going to talk about some of my reasons why I feel like the game is worth it and why I also love the game, and just, knowing some things before you buy. So, as you can see, in most farming games, when you are, running around and things, you're kind of like, oh, you're blocked by this wall or you're blocked by this. In this game, you can literally jump off of things, you can literally swim. Let me get back up here. I mean, it is so fun in this game to just be able to just run around, do what you want to do, you know, even when it comes to jumping like off of here, you know, you can jump off. I also like the mechanics of um the tool mechanic. So as you can see here, I can just chop down things here. Let's go back to my homestead just so I can show you guys that. So yeah, so here, so you see that I am chopping down the trees here, but then you see that my tool just automatically switches to whatever I'm trying to do. So I don't even have to switch my tool out. It automatically just knows what tool I want to use based on what I'm doing. Literally, it's like I absolutely love that it just switches on its own. Like this. It's so easy and I'm not having to switch anything. But when it comes to, bug catching and things, you do have to um ooh, I just caught a two in one. When it comes to the using the bug catching or for this is for your magical staff or the fishing, you do have to switch to tools with LB or RB, which and it's not that hard to do. But when it comes to your regular everyday tools, even like watering, like I mean, it automatically like knows that I want to water things and I'm gonna try to like yeah, when you water like it just everything is just so automatic in this game and I absolutely love that it is automatic. So that's gonna be another thing that I love. The another thing that I do love about the game is going to be the storage. So the storage is unlimited. So you can put how much ever you want in the storage and it is going to switch everything over for you, but as well it's not going to ever say that your house storage is full. So you don't have to ever upgrade this or anything. And I'm not sure if you can upgrade it in the game, but I do know that you there's no upgrading right now as far as I've seen, but I do love that, there is no having to upgrade your storage building and things like that. Like literally this is just your storage and you can also do it like alphabetically. You can look at all um you can go here and you can view whatever you are trying to view like in your almanac and it can tell you like how you got it or like what it's a part of. And I don't want to spoil, too much in the game. But the next thing I am going to talk about is like the menu and the map. So I do love the map a lot. And as you see, like you can, if you click town center, you can see who's in the town center. If you click East Town, you can see who's in East Town. So say if I wanted to like say, oh, I'm trying to find Ginger, literally you can see like it points you exactly to where that person is so that you're not having to run all over the map and trying to find them. And I absolutely love that because yeah, I sometimes I don't feel like running around everywhere trying to find someone. I just want to just be able to look for them. You can also unclick it. And as you see like the brown around the map as well, the brown clouds, those are also areas that you are available to explore. They're just not open just yet in the game. So that's another thing I wanted to talk about in the game is that um that there are a lot more areas to explore because I know some people they saw reviews and they were like, oh, it doesn't seem like much or it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on. The team has said that there are way more NPCs, there are way more areas to explore. They just open up later in the game. And I can tell you guys now, I only have about 15 hours into the game on the other save that I've been playing and I still am not anywhere near where I need to be in the game. So I can definitely tell you that this game is going to have a lot of playtime. And as well as you can see at the top, I do love how it shows you like the seasons. It shows you the day, the year. It also shows you like the weather pattern outside, but as well as it pauses your screen so that you don't have to feel like, oh, I have to rush, and hurry up and look for someone. Like, it's not like that. And then also, it also pauses when you are in this screen. So this screen shows you, your quest, progression, relationships, dungeon tracker, almanac, calendar, map, inventory, multiplayer, and then if you're stuck somewhere, your settings, save, quit to title, and quit to desktop. So these are all little this is a great menu style and I absolutely love it. And I love how the character is just like thinking You have your almanac here. Again, I'm not going to spoil this because I want you guys to be able to, kind of see that on your own. You have your calendar, you have your map here as well, you have your inventory. Um, and as well, you can edit your outfit here so you can kind of see, you know, what you want to wear. I just really feel like that it's just so streamlined and it's very easy on the eyes. And I love that the brown colors I really love, especially because I have really sensitive eyes and I am constantly always working on a computer because I do work in IT. I love that this game just has, these aspects to it that the colors are very muted and things of that nature, and I absolutely love, and it makes it feel just, very cozy. So guys, I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I hope that I was able to help you with a couple of tips that I love about the game, and also just a couple of tips that, I wanted to give a couple of, you know, just 5 tips before you buy Fae Farm, just so you kind of can, decide if you want to buy it, or you can get yourself ready to kind of think about farm names, because I know as a cozy gamer, we love thinking of farm names and names for our animals, and, that's just fun. So I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys in Fae Farm on Friday. Bye, guys.